Okay, to be honest, brain is a very complicated thing. So how can we best remember words in a new language? Let's explore a scientific approach to tackle this challenge. A language's vocabulary is its backbone. And without this, learning that language can be very difficult. So it is crucial to familiarize ourselves with the words of the target language and strive to retain them on our mind. In linguistics, we believe words are more significant than grammatical structures. What is a grammatical structure? Grammatical structure is how words are set together and try to produce some meanings. You may ask why? Because what we know can be woven into sentences to create some meanings and then transfer that meaning into a person's head without any surgery. Thus, words are essential to a language. Here is a practical tip to expand our vocabulary on our head. Imagine a word map first. Each word occupies its own space in our minds. All right? To keep them in mind, we have to do something. Sometimes words we're trying to learn are very complicated for our mind. Take the word commitment for instance. I repeat, commitment. In English, it means responsibility for something to be done. However, its meaning can vary across different languages. So we have a map for this word. We begin with it. Let's do it. If I were to visualize it in my mind, I'd say I have commitment to my job. So I can have another example. I need commitment in loving. And also, commitment is very necessary in a healthy life. So, commitment is my necessity and priority. I can find commitment on my brain with just finding some links between, for example, a healthy life, a necessary action, and also for my job. In other words, my job and loving someone are what can be seen for me as commitment. So any word can have a representation in our head, and that is completely undeniable. Let me put it this way. Any word has a territory, and finding these territories can help us understand the word and transfer that target word into our first language and create a link between our understanding of the word and its real meaning. Without these understanding, honestly, it's nearly impossible to memorize words. For you to wrap that first round, it is important to know the territory of a language. The things that are very close to that word can create a link. And that link is your key point to memorize that word. So if it is part of your assignment to memorize words, I want to help you memorize a set of words and try to link them all together. Let's do this together. Take the word attitude for the next example. First, we need to find a way to relate attitude to the word commitment. Let's repeat that. I want to find a relation between attitude and commitment. And it is important for you if you want to memorize set of words. So let's create one sentence that can best relate attitude to commitment. The sentence can be like this. Commitment is an important attitude to have. Let's repeat. Commitment is an important attitude to have. For your information, I combine two seemingly unrelated words to create a unique sentence that is grammatically correct. So everything is in its order. So the first rule is to be able to connect seemingly two unrelated words to form a new meaning in what is called a correct sentence that is grammatically correct. To be honest, grammar doesn't mean that you need to obey some set of rules, all right? It basically means to be able to create a sentence to produce meaning. So sentences basically are repetitive. And then meaning, that is the most important part of a sentence, can vary sentence to sentence. Finally, by exploring words' territories, understanding their meanings in your language, in the word you're living, and generating new meanings with them, we can easily memorize any words and any vocabulary if we want to. And don't forget, vocabulary of a language is more important than grammatical sets. If you want to learn a language, find the meanings in your head. Thanks for watching this video. Language is power.